My name is Fred King, and today I'm going to talk about the Taliban, the organization that recently took control of Afghanistan again. Afghanistan was under the Taliban's control from 1996 until 2001, and people of this country without any doubt know what to expect. That's why people of Afghanistan are so desperately trying to escape. The Taliban is all about strict rules. You cannot watch movies, you cannot use internet, theaters are prohibited, you cannot even wear white shoes. White is the color of the Taliban flag. The Taliban regime makes Afghanistan the worst country for women in the world, probably even worse than North Korea. So what is the Taliban? The Taliban is a religious political movement and military organization in Afghanistan that was founded in 1994. Back in the 90s, when Afghanistan was under Taliban's control, Afghan women suffered a sort of harsh treatment, and that's because of Sharia law. What is Sharia? Sharia is Islam's legal system. It is derived from the Quran, Islam's holy book, as well as the Sunnah and Hadith, the deeds and sayings of the Prophet Muhammad. The manner of its application in modern times has been a subject of dispute between conservative and liberal Muslims, and it remains a contested topic around the world. What does Sharia law mean in practice? Women should not appear in the streets without a husband, blood relative, or without wearing a burqa. Women should not wear high-heeled shoes, as no man should hear a woman's footstep lest it excite him. Women must not speak loudly in public, as no stranger should hear a woman's voice. All ground and first-floor residential windows should be painted over or screened to prevent women from being visible from the street. Photographing, filming, and displaying pictures of females in newspapers, books, shops, or the home was banned. Women were forbidden to appear on the balconies of their apartments or houses. Ban of women's presence on radio, television, or at public gatherings of any kind. No high school education for girls. The Taliban banned girls above the age of 8 from receiving education. Ban of women riding bicycles or motorcycles, even with their mahrams. Women were forbidden to ride in a taxi without a mahram. No male doctor should be allowed to touch the body of a woman. With fewer female health professionals in employment, remember, women cannot get high school and university education. Many women died without getting medical help. The Taliban closed the country's beauty salons. Cosmetics such as nail polish and makeup were prohibited as well. Most Afghan women are affected by mental stress, isolation, and depression. A survey of 160 women concluded that 97% showed signs of serious depression and 71% reported a decline in their physical well-being. What about punishments? Punishments were often carried out publicly as shows held in sports stadiums or town squares, or spontaneous street beatings. Civilians live in fear of harsh penalties as there was little mercy. Women caught breaking decrees were often treated with extreme violence. Here are a few examples. In October 1996, a woman had the tip of her thumb cut off for wearing nail polish. In December 1996, Radio Sharia announced that 225 Kabul women had been seized and punished for violating the Sharia code of dress. The sentence was handed down by a tribunal, and the women were lashed on their legs and backs for their misdemeanor. In May 1997, 5 female Care International employees were forced from their vehicle by members of the religious police. The guards used a public address system to insult and harass the women before striking them with a metal and leather whip over 5 feet in length. In 1999, a mother of 7 children, known as Zarmina, was executed in front of 30,000 spectators in Kabul's Ghazi Sports Stadium for killing her husband while he slept, after allegedly being beaten by him. She was in prison for 3 years and extensively tortured prior to the execution. Yet, she refused to plead her innocence in a bid to protect her daughter, reportedly the actual culprit. An Afghan girl named Bibi Aisha was promised to a new family through a tribal method of solving disputes known as BAD. She was only 14. When she fled the violence, her new family found her, and a Taliban commander ordered her to be punished as an example. Her ears and nose were cut off, and she was left for dead in the mountains, but survived. This story of Bibi Aisha was covered by the Time magazine. Working women are threatened into quitting their jobs. Failure to comply with the Taliban's threats has led to women being shot and killed, as in the case of 22-year-old Hosai in July 2010. In August 2021, Taliban fighters killed an Afghan woman in Balkh province for wearing tight clothing and not being accompanied by a male relative. And this is just a short list of all Taliban punishments. In 2021, it all sounds like hell on earth. It's hard to believe, but just a few decades ago, Afghanistan was like a normal Western country. Modern architecture, subway train stations, fashion shows, movie theaters, universities, and high level of education available for both men and women. It is so sad to watch videos and read Afghan news. You can spread the word and donate to organizations that support people of Afghanistan. Afghan people, we send you our love and support. Stay strong.